Hey, what's up everybody, Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire, where here we are outside of Tuntar. I walked all the way back here from the Forest of Despair off-screen. Unfortunately, the game was not kind enough to warp us out of the dungeon this time, but that's okay, because along the way Nina gained a level and she learned the Hold spell. Just like in Final Fantasy IV, it will paralyze a monster. However, in this game, paralysis works a little bit differently. It only lasts between 1 and 4 turns randomly. But now that we rescued the village chief and we took care of the dark dragons, let's have a chat with him and see how we can get rid of that boulder to the north so we can restore water to the villages here. Ah, the stone robot. Yeah, there was a lady, I think in Tantar, that mentioned the stone robot to the north in the stone cemetery. And it looks like we're on our way back to Agua. Well, to Agua, because we haven't been there before. But we have been to Romero, and you have to talk to this woman here to advance the story. It's one of those sensitive sequence triggers I mentioned earlier. Yeah, this game, and a lot of RPGs back then, were full of those. So it's a very good idea to just talk to everyone just to be safe. Otherwise, you could get stuck. Now before we head out, there are 2 things I want to show you at the item shop. First of which is the bank. Just like in Dragon Quest, you can deposit items and retrieve them later. It's pretty handy if inventory management is an issue for you. I do want to get rid of my herbs, antidotes, teardrops, anything that's not worth any kind of money. Now items like the moondrops, the cures, the life tubes, the life, and the charms, you want to hang on to those for later because you are going to want to sell them for money. However, different towns have different multipliers and will give you either more money or less money depending on what town you're in. More or less of the base value of the item, I should say. So you want to hang on to those for later. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys is proof that the wolf hat is cursed, in case my mystic advice wasn't enough for you viewers. Yeah, 666 gold. Hint hint, don't equip the wolf hat. Unless you want to take double damage and get bent over. I mean, some people are into that sort of thing. So yeah, we want to get rid of the wolf hat because we'll never be using that. Okay, let's head on back to Romero. And before you ask me, yes, there is a shortcut, don't worry. That's one of the main reasons why I have Bo in the front of my party here. Sorry, cats. Now this is something I wish I knew about the first time I played the game because I didn't, and I wasn't able to advance with the story any further than this point before I had to return the game to the video store. Well, first of all, it was one of those janky video stores that only let you do 24-hour rentals. So if you wanted to get the most time out of your rental, you had to show up in the morning because it wouldn't be due back until the following day at closing, which was, I think it was 10 p.m. And unfortunately, I had to wait for my dad to get home from work, which was around 5, and then eat dinner and relax and that sort of thing, so I didn't even get to the video store till around 7. Ooh, animals. Oh, come on. I suck at this, by the way. Just a little disclaimer there. And I'm going to abuse the Marble 3 because I want to show you guys how you can hunt on the world map with Bo in front of your party. Just press the A button and you'll shoot an arrow. Or if you hold it, you can hold his form and you can kind of wait for them to get in your line of sights. Let's see, you're going left. Yeah, it's kind of slow. There we go. Just like in real life, they explode and leave behind a pork chop or an antler. Yeah, I wonder if Bo is short for Rambo. He's got those exploding arrows. Do you guys remember those Rambo movies? Oh man, I still remember the first time I saw those. I was at a rent-a-center with my mom. I was like 5. And they were playing one of the Rambo movies on their big screen TVs. And it was the scene where he hits the bad guy with the arrow and he just explodes into a million pieces because he made those makeshift explosive arrow tips. Anyways, having Bo in front of your party also allows you to walk through forests. Yeah. There was that one guy in Tuntar that told you that if you have Bo in your party, he can allow forest travel to be made easier. What they should have told you is that it allows traveling through forests to be possible at all. Ah. Okay, so the wizard's potion tainted the soil. And we need the cleansing water to, well, cleanse the soil. I passed by it. Oh, okay, so Agua is related to the goddess in some way. Well, I'm sure that's not important. Pay no attention to him. And we need the water jar to hold vast amounts of water. Reminds me of the vase from Wild Arms. So anyways, yeah. I mean, why would you take the guy in Tuntar serious when the guy in Winland told us that the town of Romero was backwards? I mean, there's nothing backwards about this place. It's just backwoods, and these people live in the boonies, or they're country folk, that's all. He didn't literally mean the town was backwards. So having somebody tell you that Bo and your party would allow forest travel, why would you listen to that guy? But yeah, it's a good idea to have Bo in front of your party so you can hunt and walk through forests. And the cleansing water cave is to the southwest. Okay, so we need the vase in order to get the cleansing water, in order to come back here and cleanse the soil and solve the zombie problem. And we have to solve the zombie problem, so the chief will tell us about Agua. Okay, pretty simple and straightforward. But yeah, this luck potion you could have picked up earlier when we came to Romero the first time, but I forgot about it, so yeah, I'm a scrub. My bad. Now, in order to advance the plot one more time, we need it to be nightfall. So I'm gonna go outside, wait around for a few minutes, and meet you guys back here when it's nighttime. Thankfully, we don't have to actually walk around like in Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior. We can just sit around on our ass long enough and time will pass. So I'll take care of that and meet you guys here momentarily. Okay, we're back and it's nighttime. So now let's talk to the old woman here. We couldn't do this earlier. And if you did not talk to the Tuntar village chief's daughter and then to the chief of Romero, you might not get this dialogue here. So like I said, make sure you talk to them. Yeah, we have to save the village. It's for the greater good. Besides, you're a grandma. You'll be dead soon. You could rejoin him in the afterlife. The west? I thought it was southwest. Okay, well, I'll just tell you guys, it is southwest. But first we need to come down here and get the water jar. Alright. See, I'll go for a little bit of length on today's episode because I've been slacking off on the uploads all week. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV a lot. There's Agua there to the north, in case you forgot about that. Although if you go there now, you can't do anything. So there's really no point in doing so. Don't worry, we'll be going there soon enough, soon enough. Man, it's too bad we couldn't hunt a white stag on the way back, but that's okay. And I'll leave these battles in here. They're quick enough. What, 5 seconds, if that? Eventually, I'll start to cut out more battles, or abuse the Marble 3s a lot more. But for now, it would take longer to edit them out, in all honesty. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out to you guys is how detailed this game is. You see Bo's butt cheeks there? Yeah, the developers actually coded a little curve to add definition to his butt cheeks. I know that's not a big deal at all, game, but it's there. Their attention to detail is pretty impressive, if I say so myself, especially for being a little 16-bit game like this. But yeah, this is the Cleansing Water Cave, so let's take a look around. But yeah, getting back to Final Fantasy XIV, I'm pretty impressed with all the content they added in the 10 or 11 months it's been since I've played the game. I got another gangster knight to deal with. Should be pretty easy now that we have Bo in our party. In fact, combat is going to pick up quite a bit now that we have a mage type character, because we'll be able to exploit enemies' elemental weaknesses. Remember, we couldn't do so before with the Earth Key or the Elemental Stones, because even though their spell animation would lead you on to think they are elemental, they're not. But now that we have somebody who can directly cast a spell, we could take advantage of that. Here we get a nice hat. If you did not spend the money on the hairband for Nina at Dragon earlier, did I just go in a circle? I think I did. Anyways, we have new enemies. Speaking of elemental weaknesses, these guys are weak to thunder, so let's go with a good spark spell. Ryu should attack them both, and Nina will go with the Earth Key. Now these guys, they have quite a bit of HP, somewhere around 50 or so, and you can't finish them off with Bo's regular attack. So if you go with his Thunderbolt spell, you can. And you want to kill these guys quickly, because if you leave them in critical, yeah, they'll use burnout. Ow. They can also cure themselves, which is pretty damn annoying. So you want to go with Thunderbolt. Now, you notice that it did 37 damage, which is kind of an odd number. Usually if you target their elemental weakness, you'll be able to tell, because it's not an even amount of damage, like 60, 90, 120, so on and so forth. So, let's see here. These guys are kind of cool, how they get smaller as you damage them, kind of like in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I think normally that only deals like 25 damage to an enemy. Oh, yeah, we could take this guy out without using that Thunderbolt spell. Yeah, Bo is just such an amazing character. He's got black magic, white magic, pretty good attack power too. So yeah, things are going to pick up from this point on. You still want to use the Earth Key every round, that's not going to change. But here's another new enemy who is weak to fire, but I think we could take him out with just our physical attacks. He has pretty low defense. I mean, he's a mage, come on, right? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Ooh, a Moondrop. Very nice. Well, that's it for new enemies around here. So we'll go for a few more battles, and then I'll probably just use a Marble 3 to get through here in one episode. Here we get a Firestone. Awesome. Here we get some blurbs. The burbs? No. But yeah, you just want to throw some salt on them, they'll explode, you get experience, life is good. Alright, let's see. Let's go down here now. Fight some more gangster knights. Why not? Did I go over the nice hat for Nina? I don't think I did. I just thought about that for some reason. But yeah, like I started to say, if you didn't spend the money on the hairband for Nina, then the nice hat would be an upgrade for her. But even if you don't, or you just want to sell the nice hat, that's fine, because in the very, very near future, as in the next dungeon, we're going to find a hairband for Nina anyways. So you could go either way and get a cold stone from those amoebs or amoebas. Getting pretty lucky on the drops here. I like it. Probably want to heal up though so we don't die. And go ahead and use the Marble 3. Because I'm sick of this dungeon. And it's pretty short. We're almost out of here. So, no biggie. Let's see, over here we get another teardrop. Aw, come on! You couldn't even last one screen? I'm disappointed, Marble 3. Let's go up here first to get some more treasure. I was thinking more about Marble 3s and how I want to handle the random battles in this LP. Here we get a bronze hat. And an apple, alright. Apple a day keeps the monsters away. I think the bronze hat is better than the visor. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's give that to Bo, not the wolf hat, if you still have it for some reason. But anyways, I was thinking about using maybe 2 marbles per dungeon, if it's long enough. What do you guys think? Again, I'm not worried about levels at all. Anyways, here we are in the, well, the tomb. Just come down here, press the A button, and the water jar fills with water. Alright. Kinda looks like you can go further down those stairs there, doesn't it? Well, pay no attention to that. Hey, we are teleported back here. How thoughtful, game. Bo sprinkles the water. Just in one spot. Absolutely. But hey, it worked. Alright. And now we're teleported to the Elder's house. That was a little unnecessary. But for cleansing the soil and getting rid of the zombies, we get the tablet, which we need to enter Agua. And we get some more money and cures. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is rest up at the inn, save my game, sell anything I don't need off screen, and when we come back next time, I will meet you in the floating palace of Agua to see what lies before us. But until then, as always, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care, guys.